So this article just came out about Nick Kyrgios in tennis, where he just basically admitted that he throws matches because of Boston Celtics games. So he's a huge fan of the Boston Celtics, and anytime they had a loss in overtime, he basically would not put out full effort in his matches to come, basically giving the match away. So he just admitted this, that he's thrown tennis matches if they've lost in double overtime. If someone plays me, they know the Celtics have lost, that's their chance. So, I mean, there was another, that explains why Kyrgios has actually went on a run as of late. It kind of makes sense now, right? I mean, he dominated Washington, he dominated Wimbledon, as well as Montreal, and he played extremely well. I think he won something like, I want to say he won like 12 out of his last 13 matches during those tournaments. So I would have to go back and look, but it was something insane where he just made like this incredible run. And that kind of explains it, because I mean, if he was throwing matches back in June when when the playoffs were going on, it kind of makes sense. So that he would actually pick it up again. And there has been other claims where other players have been involved in like match fixing and stuff. But I think that's a way different issue than what Kyrgios is saying, because this is more of a different aspect to it. I feel like he's openly admitting it, whereas other players are being accused of it. So like Basilashvili and also Karatsev have been accused of match fixing games, their matches. The thing I could say about Karatsev is, when I've had bets on him, I don't really think he's match fixing his matches. There's really no evidence of him match fixing. He was just being accused of it. But they were actually saying that his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend was involved in match fixing already. So, I mean, he was kind of around that type of energy to begin with. But with Karatsev, there was really no evidence of him match fixing. What I do know is that when he is playing injured, he kind of tends to give up on returns, and he will just let the ball go by him. I've seen many matches where he's played injured and he allows his opponent to just take advantage of him, where he doesn't even attempt to return the serve, and it'll appear to the public that he's actually fixing his matches, where it'll just look bad. So I have seen that from Karatsev, but I do believe he's been injured while he's playing like that. So that's the only thing I've really seen from Karatsev. He will basically give up on points, just like that, how I explained. So to the public eye, it may look like that, but there's really no evidence of him match fixing. So yeah, but that's what I want to talk about in this video. I just want to come out and just read this article here and address that situation about match fixing. I don't believe that it goes on like a very extreme level, at least to the public's eyes, that we don't know about it. But it would take a very very difficult, I feel like there would have to be too many people involved for there to be any match fixing or any fixed games. I do believe a lot of the high big handle games could be manipulated and they can be controlled. I feel like college football games, NFL games could be controlled, even NBA games, by the referees. But to organize a match fix or an even rigged game, it'd be very hard to do that on like in terms of a big scale. It'd be very difficult nowadays to do that, like that type of operation. But I do believe a lot of matches, or I should say a lot of games we're talking about the four major sports here, could be controlled by umpires or referees. I do believe that, and I do believe that still goes on, especially with the big money games, the ones that are going to get a lot of eyes on them. That's where you're going to see a lot of that type of stuff happening. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I just thought this was a funny topic, that he actually came out and said that, and admittedly that he through some of his matches prior to the Boston Celtics losing their games during the playoffs and so forth. So I'll be back with some more videos. So comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you then.